This is my journey to becoming a streetball legend, day 108, 109, and 110. So I know I haven't been filming my lifting sessions as much lately, and that's because I've been lifting right after I get done with my basketball practice, and the gym that I've been going to, the workout area is not in the most private place for filming, and so obviously I want to respect others' privacy as well, and so because of that, it's a little bit difficult to film my lifting. But today I went this morning, I ran some games. After that, I did practice a little bit there at the gym, but it wasn't my typical practice. It was just shooting around a little bit. So after that, I came home and then I lifted. And so this is the same workout that I've been doing at the gym. I just did it here at home so that you can see that I have still been consistently lifting. Today did start off the same as my normal Tuesday would. I went to the gym, did my ball handling, ball on the string, all that first, moved on to form shooting. Today was a little bit better. My shot was feeling more fluid, obviously still working on kind of figuring out the right amount of touch and everything on the shot, but it did go a lot better today. So lately my legs have been feeling a lot better. I've been able to be in the gym about 4 hours a day the past, I want to say 2 weeks. So that's been really good. I haven't gotten back to running yet. I am so anxious to. I can't wait to get back to being able to go for runs and stuff after I go practice. I'm just ready to get my cardio back up, but I haven't started that yet. I'm still being a little bit cautious. I don't want to jump back into stuff too quickly. Even the amount of time in the gym has made my legs a little bit sore. A couple days, I want to say. It wasn't anything serious. Come home, do the flossing band, stretch out, things like that, and then it would feel fine. So nothing all that crazy, but I am still just trying to be a little bit cautious before jumping full force back into my workouts like I was. But I am very optimistic that within the next couple of weeks I'll be able to get back to running as well. I have been noticing that my shooting percentage on these drills is actually pretty bad. I haven't really been paying attention to it. I'm just counting the makes and misses when I edit this, and then I put the numbers down and I don't think anything about it. But I've started realizing that the numbers are actually pretty bad, like 59%. That's not great. And so I'm gonna start putting a little bit more time into my shooting as well. That's kind of the funny thing, is that even though these workouts take a while, there's not a lot of actual shooting practice in it. There's just shooting at my 4 or 5 different spots, and then I'll maybe get up some threes, do that for like 30 minutes, but my shooting isn't really getting as much practice as like my handles and my finishing is right now. So I'm going to start getting more practice in so I can get my numbers up. So on to Wednesday, same thing. I went to a different gym, just started off with same normal ball on a string, tennis ball work, all of that stuff. Today I was here for about 4 hours again, but there was a very different thing that I was focused on today. I don't remember exactly what kind of brought me to this realization, but I made it a real focus today to be very intentional about releasing the ball quicker. After watching my own workouts and just feeling how my shot kind of felt, I just felt like I needed to try and get it off quicker. So as you can see here, if you compare my shooting right now to even the shooting just earlier in this video, you can see that I'm releasing the ball a lot faster. The average time that the ball is in my hand from the time that I start to lift it up to release it to when it actually leaves my hand is about 0.2 of a second. It's actually just under that, but that's a lot faster than I was. And I realized that it was helping with the fluidity and really just, I felt like helping to get more of the shot that I'm wanting. I was really able to just use the momentum from moving the ball upward to get my shot off. It felt a lot smoother, and this is actually, I think, the best that I've done in my form shooting lately. The most accurate I've been with it, and so that's definitely the shot that I want. I shot 84% on my form shooting, so I mean that's the best that I've shot lately, to my knowledge. So yeah, it's just speeding up the whole release process. One thing that it did make me have to do was really focus on my rhythm. So it wasn't as obvious in the mid-range shots and the closer shots, but when I got to 3, it really made me have to focus and kind of think about my rhythm. Like, was the ball rising as my body was rising? Was the ball coming up a little bit before my body rose up to shoot the ball? So it made me kind of have to focus on that more than usual. And what I ended up doing is just taking one step into my shot to help me get the rhythm down. It's not something that I want to do on every shot. Obviously, I want to be able to just catch and shoot. The situations come up where you just have to shoot the ball as soon as it touches your hands. And so I'm just using that one step right now to try and get a good feel for the rhythm and everything. And then over time and through thousands and thousands of repetitions, I'll start to hopefully move away from that one step in, and just get to where I can just shoot the ball. So my left-handed floaters were still an abysmal 45%, but I have been working on those as well. Hopefully they will continue to improve. One other thing that I've also started doing, instead of just some normal mic and finishing drills, I've started doing get handle basketballs, finishing on fire, finishing drill. The mic and drills that I filmed were one of the drills that's in his program. Obviously, I was already doing mic and drills, so felt it was appropriate to just keep showing that. But I have changed the finishing program. So here I started doing my favorite shooting drill, the 2-3 shooting. So I have to make at least 2 out of 3 shots from 5 different spots on the floor. I started with the mid-range, I like to start there for kind of a warm-up. Because typically I do this from 3, but starting at mid-range I think is a good range first. So yeah, I gotta make at least 2 out of 3 spots to move on to the next one. If I make 2 out of 3 at one spot and then I make 1 out of 3 at the next spot, I have to go back. If I make 3 out of 3 shots at one spot and then I make 1 out of 3 at the next one, I don't move back, because I made all 3 shots at the previous spot. So then I've also started coming back around. So I guess I'm shooting at 10 spots. Technically, I'm just shooting at each spot twice. I don't know what made me start doing this, but I just kind of took a liking to it, so I've started doing it more. And again, this is my favorite shooting drill, and I think this is one of the best for getting up a lot of shots at a quick rate, as well as getting them up at some pretty common spots. So after the mid-range, I moved on to the 3-point line, and you can see that I'm taking that step in as I go to shoot. This again was to help me kind of get a good rhythm going. I think it's helping a lot. Obviously, there's still some bad shots here and there. I think those are due to not having the little details like my hand placement, that type of thing down 100% yet. But all in all, I think the shots look really good. I'm really happy with them, and I think the more that I shoot, the better it's just gonna get. So I definitely like, everything with this form, and definitely see myself keeping it, hopefully forever. So after that, I was 5 for 7 just from other shots that I took, which was 71%, bringing my totals to 303 makes on 421 attempts, or 72% for the day, which all in all was really good, in my opinion. And I think, again, the more that I practice just this shooting form, the better it's going to get. And then I did end with this gem of a shot right here.